In relation to the Ferrari analogy, you'll see on your iPad app the word Ferrari. Now, essentially, there's going to be a picture of a Ferrari there, but the way the analogy is explained is as such. So essentially, you'll see a picture of a Ferrari. Excuse my very bad interpretation of that Ferrari. And I'm sure you've heard in the app explanation, I'll explain what that Ferrari is. But essentially, you say this analogy is used to describe affordability of any kind of goal or achievement of any kind of goal. So you generally ask the client, Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, can you afford a Ferrari today? They'll generally say, no, I can't. And they say, Mr. Client, if all you wanted in life was that Ferrari, so you sacrificed your houses, you sacrificed your children's private school education, you sacrificed the boat, all the things that you really wanted, you managed to sacrifice those all, and at 10 years, you saved every cent that you sacrificed. A $200,000 Ferrari, Mr. Client, can you afford it? Absolutely. So, Mr. Client, when it comes to finances, so long as you have an income and a goal that you're really committed to getting, then it's not, can I afford something, Mr. Client? It's a case of, when can I afford it? Now, on top of that, there's another analogy which is the 10,000 to 30,000 analogy that you sometimes use in this scenario. So, Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, my clients come to me and they say to me, Peter, I want to save $20,000. When you ask that question, Mr. Client, $20,000, is that based on what you can achieve? Or is that based on what you ideally want? Because some clients may say $20,000 because that's what they believe is possible, but really, they want 40. Now, if you can get that $20,000, why do you need me, Mr. Client? You need to tell me what it is you actually want. Because when I do my figures, I may not be able to get you that $40,000, but I may be able to get you to 30. So, Mr. Client, what it comes down to is tell me what you actually want. Reach for the stars, for at worst, you'll land on clouds. So use this opportunity, use this meeting to tell me your dreams, your ambitions, everything that you want, and leave whether it's possible up to us. Because like the Ferrari, Mr. Client, it's not can I have it, it's when can I have it. It all comes down to what you believe that goal is for you. Does that make sense, Mr. Client? Alright guys, use that analogy as many times as you want. You use A for the Ferrari to say that, you know, all goals are achievable essentially as long as that's a goal that's really serious to you. And then you use that 30 to 40,000 if a client is telling you goals that aren't really that ambitious or they're basing everything on realistically what they can do themselves. You need to open them up to let them know that more is possible, and that's what we provide. We provide the more. The everyday standard outcome, 1 + 1 = 2, is what they're known for. But our job is to make 1 + 1 = 3. And that's how you open up to that. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that helps. Bye-bye.